What you mean you're super girly?
Oh, not touching the pool stick. Don't want to talk to anyone. Just I came to have a good time watching stuff happen.
That's 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 unique, I
It's
guess.
her personality, so it works.
Yeah, I'm leaving alone. Okay,
We had a
that's what it
good
is.
time. Had a good time. So that was my Thursday as far as like any outside adventure or
Had a
fun.
little adventure.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of an adventure.
What did you do
Um,
on
yeah,
Wild
turn.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we're going. We got it, Johnny. We're gonna definitely like we're at
Go
the
back.
theater. We're gonna have to project on now. That's cool. Thinky Dick Thursday or Wild Wednesday. Wild Wednesday.
I almost
It
lost
is
my train
Atlanta
to think.
Cigar Week. It is Atlanta Cigar Week.
Oh,
So shout out to the experienced brokers, my squad. We are a part of that. Somehow, some way, it's funny. The non-cigar smoker is a part. Well, the non-smoker period. They just cigars, but part of the cigar circles culture. Shout out to everybody on the squads and in the teams. Yesterday was at the cigar bar in on Padola Road. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's been packed. Like all of it's been packed. Yesterday, Tuesday was Mojave. There's another event tonight as well. And people out here celebrating and enjoying themselves, enjoying their life. But it's still raining. Still raining. Shout out to Grits and Jelly Butter was out there last night performing.
I
So
like that band.
it was like the event was called Black Excellence, so everybody was all blacked out. So it was fresh. It was fresh. That's the part about it's two things. A part about the cigar culture, the way we do it, is also a fashionable thing. The way you dress and the hats and the suits and all that stuff. That's the dope part. That's the part I enjoy. But part of that is also your cleaning bill goes up because you got to clean all that after after you get done. Everything, bracelets, drawers, everything smell like cigar smoke. You got to drive home naked. At some places, don't have good ventilation. That last night was not that bad, but I've been in a place where I had to drive home with nothing on, naked, put my clothes in a bag in the trunk. So if I got pulled over, it's like, pardon me, officer. Can we do this another time? This situation. I'm trying to get home because I have on nothing. Is
Oh
that all right with you?
gosh.
Yeah. Can I call you later? I
Oh
gotta
God.
go.
Sir, hands above your head.
Like, you don't want my hands above my head. Or my, never mind. Carry on. Anyway, yeah, man. So it was a good time. It was thick in there, like it was Thursday. It was definitely thick, everywhere. Very, it's a trip. It's a trip, man. So anyway, it was a good evening, and we're moving on. We're gonna keep this thing going. New York Cigar Weekend is next week, so we gotta be.
Yo, I like to see women that actually know how to smoke cigars. Smoke cigars.
Mhm.
I don't like to see women just like randomly smoking them for no reason. If they know
That's
you can.
actually the event tonight is for women that smoke cigars called She Smokes Too.
See?
So it's about the women and some of the women that I've talked to about smoking cigars are like entrepreneurs or business owners and things of that nature, or in corporate. And they were like, I was missing some of the meetings. I was missing some of the conversations because the guys would have out smoking cigars, out playing golf, and so I started getting into smoking cigars so I could be at the table too, and be
Right.
part of the business. And I was like, that's dope. That's dope. Hey man, playing chess. And so again, also this is the other thing, ladies. Some of them places be full of dudes. Again, I'm always saying y'all fishing in the wrong pond. All y'all at brunch. It's 10 tables of 10 beautiful women. That's 100 women. 4 dudes probably. Most of them is the wait staff. All dudes at the cigar bar, dress nice. A lot of them have money and the things that you want. Probably should guys should probably go to brunch. Ladies should probably come to the cigar bar. I'm just saying. Carry on. You know how we gotta start this thing. We gotta talk about. We gotta get into our news. That's enough about yesterday. Let's get into today. What kind of news you got for us today in our swig of news?
All right, so first things first, Bill Gates revealed that his father has passed away at the age of 94 years old. So those of you that are a fan of Bill Gates, that's a thing for him. So we could all say, let's have a moment of silence and done. For Donald Trump, hopefully this our moment of silence will continue with this fellow. Um, not in that sense, just saying. But a former model has now accused him again of groping her and forcibly kissing her inside of his private box at the 97 U.S. Open. So this model name is, Amy Doris. She says she's now accusing him of sexually assaulting her. And this is my thing. Why didn't you come out when he was running for president so he wouldn't? It could have been one more thing, one more reason why he didn't make office. Like what?
Yeah, these convenient, what they call accusations around election time.
Yeah.
Beat it, yo. Real talk. I think that's like you say, it's convenient, so it's hard to believe it. You be like
you
just said,
eyebrows. Like
now it just seems it makes it easier to block. You're like, well, you know what that is? That's just the election. That's election talk. Even if it's true, it seems like you gotta do it when it ain't nothing on the line really. And then people like, well, why she don't gain nothing by coming out right now? Why would she? She got to be true. Right now, it's like it feels like the Biden campaign dug her up or something. You know what I'm saying? It just feels
right.
It'd be easy to block. Anyway, carry on.
All right, so Trump is also trying to rig the FCC to pass his executive order cracking down on Facebook and Twitter. For those of you that don't know, like he went into a whole battle with TikTok, and then he extended that battle to all of social media, and basically saying, as the president, I'll shut everything down. If y'all continue to take down my tweets, if Facebook continues to block my videos, I will take down all social media for the rest of the citizens. Basically, they wouldn't need a Facebook if they didn't have any participants on the Facebook. The last thing that he is involved in, well, not the last thing, nowhere near the last thing, but another thing that he's involved with, he's in battle right now with the CDC. Now, this battle with him and the CDC is because the CDC says, dude, you cannot roll this vaccine out and have it worldwide just as of yet. You need to wait until, sometime in 2020. He's saying, you a lie. It's coming out before election. So they into it about it. But dude, if the CDC says no, why would you want to do it anyway? Because if that's the case, then what do we need the CDC for in the future? If you can override this and we know it's selling, why would we ever need the CDC again?
He ain't got the authority. He always trying to do something he ain't got the authority to do. He ain't got the authority. He can talk all he wants to.
It would take him forever to get something like that approved. But during this election, it's like he's just been having his way, honestly. Like, no matter what it is that he wants, Donald Trump has been having his way. And they've let him do just about anything that he's wanted to do. And I don't know, I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just personal opinion.
Yeah, like I said, I think that he always trying to do something he can't do.
Yeah, but according to other people, they do not agree with us when we say that the vaccine is crazy and people shouldn't do it. They don't agree with us on that. They feel like people should do it.
A lot of people don't.
It's a precautionary measure. Yeah.
But I'm gonna I'm gonna have to trust that the CDC or anybody else that has there's if everybody doesn't have the ethics, somebody got the ethics in that mix that it won't
Right.
hit humans until there's, I guess, either lesser side effects or the least of the side effects. Because I think there's gonna be side effects. I think, regardless, I think you're looking at side effects. So,
Ain't no telling.
so anyway,
Ain't no telling what
yeah.
we're gonna go from here.
Where we gonna go from here?
Yeah.
Not to the doctor. I ain't going. They tell us line up for the vaccine. I ain't
But
going.
see, this is the thing. If they
I
keep
see
trying
y'all
to
in the spring.
confuse everyone, there's going to be some more misinformation being given.
Yo, it's speaking of that. So misinformation. I was watching. I think is it Social Spectrum? I can't remember. I keep forgetting the. I'll tell you the name of the show on Netflix, talking about the effects of social media and just technology and how it's manipulative. And they said that the equation is news on Twitter, false news on Twitter travels 6 times faster than actual news, real news,
Facts.
facts. And so, to your point about misinformation, true information is already on a tilted scale, influencing people. So it's gonna be a lot of bad information out there. So I always say that. I'm starting to say, check several sources on the same subject.
Yes.
Like, what's that? All right, now look at this. All right, it's 3 or 4 reputable sources says the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I can go with
right,
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because you know. Go ahead.
That's what takes me so long, or that's what's confusing to me as a media outlet. Because if I see a story, yeah, I immediately want to report it when it's juicy. That I'm like, nah, let me see if somebody else said, and then somebody says something different, and another from another source, and then another source has it different, and then another source has all 3 or 4 of those things in their story. It's like, what? Now, Morning Coffee Sweet, now we got our own story. So if we had someone to write for us, I promise you, our stories, every story on the media outlet would be different, even if it's just like slightly different. And that's terrible. And this isn't just in some cases, because some cases clear cut across the board. But yet there are like bits of misinformation being put into each media source. So also with coronavirus, we thought that coronavirus was going to go down. It is not going down. U.S. Centers to Disease Control and Prevention says that with this vaccine being released now, it could take 6 to 9 months for enough people to even receive that, first of all. So in the meantime, we're still going to be shut down as a nation, and there is nothing we could do about it. And we need to also prepare to slowly go into our new life, aka our new norm, as to how things are going to be done now. And I think we said this in the beginning, that this is going to not blow over and it's going to last at least a year. They're looking at it being our new normal. So when I was playing yesterday, talking about either roll out a different batch of coronavirus, at least have some zombies and stuff to chase us down, and make it fun or interesting. That still makes
how crazy that sound. You hear how crazy that sound now? Like when you said it yesterday, and now you say it again. It's like.
And then somebody will take that and be like, you know what? Next time the coronavirus, next rollout for coronavirus will include zombies.
Oh my God, no more zombies. We had them zombies down in Miami eating faces, bath salts.
Bath salts. That's what it was. Bath salts. I remember I heard the story of the man doing bath salts. Speaking of the Gulf, or close to the Gulf, Hurricane Sally has made its landfall on Monday, and today is no Tuesday, and today is Thursday, and it's so much with that. Like Alabama, as well as Florida, received like 4 inches of rain in 4 hours. That's a lot of rain. Now
They
you're talking
we
about
looking at
Florida
something like
and
that.
Miami right now. They are miserable.
You said what?
My Florida and Alabama, they're miserable right now.
And Alabama. Okay. They getting hit with that rain. I was gonna say something that was totally left field, and I decided to stop. It was what I was gonna say was not gonna be good for the morning. I'll say it on the night show. What I was about to say was terrible. sometimes I gotta grab the reins of myself. I be like, whoa, yeah. I gotta pull the reins on myself and be like, chill out, J boy. It's a good thing that I understand there are reins there.
I was gonna say that's not a bad thing.
It's a good thing. Sometimes I be like, whoop, nope, don't do that. But that also lets you know that when I do something really crazy, I'm very aware of how crazy it is before I did it.
Okay, so I want you guys. I gotta bring up the top Swigs. So when I bring up the top Swigs, I don't want you to jump down my throat. But Wendy Williams had some things to say that she admitted to, and I want to know: is it a double standard for that? Of course, there's more Offset and Cardi B news as well to discuss amongst the one and only Jim Carrey. So we have more top Swigs to bring up for you guys. And like I said, one of them, I just want to know you guys' stance on it because it could be, to me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I say it all the time.
Oh God.
Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it's not a good thing. And sometimes women should be giving the same kind of treatment as men for certain things. And I'll tell you about exactly what that is.
I'm very curious about this.
Top Swig, so keep it locked
Oh
right
yeah.
Morning Coffee Swig.
See y'all after the break. Yeah, she talking about just touch on the top of the bottom and touch talking about.
The police in my hood. You about to feel the chronicles of a bionicle lyric, lyrically spitting, dismissing. I'm on a mission and just hitting. Now it's written and kitten, hitting with mittens. I'm missing, wishing, man, listen. I glisten like sun and water while fishing. Bust the move in this word. Serve words with nerve embedded. I said it word. Damn, you nerd, man, you heard. Coming from the town of Illy and alleys are full of Phillies and rallies. Suckers get silly and Sally. Them fountain alleys and rowdy. Really? So here we go. Now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me. Flow. Never mixing with tricking brothers, bitching over fixins that ain't fitting to be hitting for nothing. Spitting things is bitten and getting written off. You're like a platter, bad platter, boy, you're pissing me off. Boy, you even started, so what? So long, see you fly by my try. How else could I say it when you play it? Try boom, bye bye, bye bye, bye. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. The flow pro poetical with skills only a better, know where's the where the flow that's on point like Sesamo's manhandling new crews, partying with the zoo crew, looking for the pink and poo-poos. I thought you knew two stone styles of stamina, jamming, and while we're planning the jam, we bust plus with a party amateur damages, managing, damaging mice, men, and even mannequins. You're a fan again, now I wanna know who's the man again. Naughty's back like vertebrae, word to hey I ho, the way I show you pray I flow. Steady breaking to the boogie, so bang time to slang bang and watch all the poo tag tag tag. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Playing K, you break the body of a beat, the break into boogie. Firm and fully chase bass lines like bullies. All we wanna know is if your body wanna party. It's the poop tang tang for everybody. So hip up and split up, get up, your wit up, souped up, put your dukes up, no guts set up for sit up, flip up, watch us rip up, shake shows until they fizz up, rizz up, like you're with us. If not, zip up your lip up, whip up. Hits with ransom, foul styles get in once we came back 'cause we heard hip hop needed another anthem. Black like Noah, in fact, then for ya. And we was back in the days with the juices we'd have been known as the flows. Revenues since the 70s, find me. So we went crazy in the 80s, so we won't kiss heinies in the 90s. Oops, the naughties, troops in sections of 40. So clap your hands and hold your shorty. I'm naughty. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go, now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow.
That man said it's the boom tang tang for everybody. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part of that entire song. It shouldn't be, but it is. Welcome back to the Morning Coffee Swig. Jason Carey, Steph Tiller. Every day I like, because I like words. You see, I pay attention to the rhymes. And this is why I like certain MCs, certain pastors, certain poets. It's just, you know, people who lovers of words and those that use words correctly. So I like to give you guys a word of the day. This is a very personal segment to myself, so I'll give it to you. Today's word is an adjective. Today's word is an adjective. Limpid. Limpid. And it don't mean what you think it means. He was a little limpid last night. Don't mean that. Marked by transparency. Pellucid. Pellucid. Sometimes they define words with another words. That means also means it's transparent, can see it through it, or easily understood. B, the second definition is clear and simple in style. Second definition in B is absolutely serene and untroubled. So marked by transparency, pellucid, clear and simple in style, absolutely serene and untroubled. Give you a little history on the word. Since around 1600, limpid has been used in English to describe things that have the soft clearness of pure water. The aquatic connection is not incidental. Language scholars believe that limpid probably traces to lympha, a Latin word meaning water. The same Latin root is also the source of the word lymph. That's Lymph. The English name for the pale liquid that helps maintain the body's fluid balance and that removes bacteria from tissues. Lymph node. Okay, so let's use it as in a sentence. You learn some things. Let's say here's another good word. But I'll go with it. She leaned toward him, entreaty in her eyes. And as he looked at her delicate face and into her pure, limpid eyes, as of old, he was struck with his own unworthiness. Her pure, limpid eyes, pure as water, I guess. Okay, last summer, the edges of the Greenland ice sheet experienced up to 3 extra months of melting weather. Limpid blue pools formed on its surface. Floods of melt gushed off the edge of the continent. That's talking about global warming, man. Extra months of Coolidge. So anyway, those are your words. We want you guys to use these words in your everyday language. We want to motivate you guys to add this into your speech. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated. Step.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. All right, so
Steph, hold up.
check this out. This is a question.
Before you get into this thing, I just want to. Before you get into this, those of you that are listening and paying attention to our show, we appreciate that. We have some new equipment, some changes and things of that nature. We're doing this remotely, so technology is challenging at times. So bear with us as we improve our sound quality while we do this. But thank y'all. Continue to give us feedback as we go through this. I know, Steph, this segment is a long segment, and they'll be dealing with that, so I wanted to say that right there. Carry on.
That's cool, because in my brain I was actually thinking about it. I just didn't know what to say to introduce that. So thank you very much for that. So for your morning motivation starter pack today, I want to talk about, because we've been talking a lot about, living life and freedom and what freedom means and what it feels like to have freedom. Have we discussed self-worth? I don't think we discussed that in the sense of actually knowing what self-worth actually means, because the value that you have within yourself, your self-esteem, is all self-related. And that is something that you're going to have in order to live a fulfilled life. Now, that's the part that's internal. And to the point where some things can't be taught. You will have to digest certain things, get over certain things, understand certain things, and learn the certain things about yourself in order to have that self-worth that has value to it. If you get what I mean, if that resonates for you, having a sense of self-worth means that you value yourself. It means when you value yourself, you find your worthiness and what you feel like you are worthy of. So the things that you go after are the things that you feel as though you're worthy of. So when I say live a free lifestyle, don't worry about any distractions. Live your life according to the life that you feel like you want to live. That's freedom, but then that also comes with self-worth. You can't be reaching at the bottom all the time, crawling around at the bottom, trying to feel fulfilled and say that you got great self-worth because you don't. You need to go back. You need to go back and figure out internally, how do I feel about me? Does what people say about me affect me? Because if what people say about you still affects you and still makes you answer to the things that they call you, then you haven't figured out your self-worth yet. Your self-esteem may be still a little bit low. But that is a self-evaluation. So I try not to bring that up much because, yeah, I can talk to you about the importance of it. I can talk to you about developing it. I can talk to you about what causes low self-esteem or low self-worth. I can tell you all of that, but self is going to have to evaluate that for self and then portray that out to the world. Because once you believe it for yourself, once you believe in yourself, once you believe that you are who you know you need to be, or you're becoming who you want to be, the people around you, we could tell, we could see it, because you start to glow. You start to feel a little bit, you got a better pep in your step. You know, we can tell when things feel right to you and when things are not feeling so right to you. We can look at you and tell. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about that because, again, I talk about living a free lifestyle and, you know, being comfortable and confident in who you are. But you got to have some value on that. You got to have your own value on that. They say you are what you attract. Yeah. Yeah. If you're walking around and you're broken and you have zero self-worth, you're going to attract the same people around you that doesn't have good self-worth or much self-worth for themselves or some self-respect or you know, haven't evaluated self, took that self-inventory to say, all right, these are the things that I need to work on perhaps, because I could be making a bigger mistake moving forward and other things, and I'm not even truly confident in it. It doesn't even feel right to me. Who am I fooling? So you remember how I always say, you know, sometimes fake it till you make it shouldn't even be the case. And if you're playing that role, you may forget your lines. And then your act and your cover is blown at that point. This applies to that. Because you have to know your self-worth. You have to feel it. And you have to, you know, it's something that nobody can help you with per se. You know, you can get self-help books and, you know, stay motivated. As long as you stay motivated, I think you will eventually tap into that. Because a lot of people, such as myself, we ain't always had a lot of self-worth either, you know. But mine came from praying. Mine came from, you know, believing in myself and giving myself little affirmations and confirmations throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, setting goals for myself, doing things that challenged me. They made me completely uncomfortable, but I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And once you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you'll start to see your self-worth start to open up. You'll start to see, you know, that light in you shine a whole lot more. I used to hate being embarrassed, but then I realized that, you know, nobody really cares. And it doesn't last always. And that was my humiliation. I had to learn humiliation. Humility. Sorry, I had to learn humility. I had no sense of humility at all. Like, don't criticize me, don't judge me, don't correct me. You know, I was one of those, very bullheaded, hard-headed, and I'm still like that to this day sometimes, but I know better. I know when to shut up and listen. Kinda. Try to get my point across real fast. Just talking, and you ain't talking about nothing because I'm still wrong, but I still want to tell you why I think I'm right in the first place. But that is your morning motivation starter pack from your girl self this morning. Self-worth and self-esteem and what it means to you, and have you took evaluation on that? What is it about you that you have not come to reality about? Are you becoming the right person? Do you look for yourself to become the right person, just going with the flow? Or becoming that person will take work? and that's something that you need to understand. Becoming that person is definitely gonna be a process to become that person that you want to be. But it's not a hard process or an impossible process. That's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning.
To all my dreamers that still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it anyway.
It's time for ATL weather and other random.
And other random, yeah. You know what it is. Great morning, ATL, and happy thick Thursday. You know what it is today. So what y'all want me to say? I told y'all last week it was gonna rain all week long in the ATL, and it's more of that. Rain. Asking me about the weather. Look out the window. It's wet. Rain. 67 degrees and rainy currently. Rainy. The cool thing is it's keeping the temperatures like moderate, comfortable. But all this rain don't mix with my fucking feng shui. Got to get off. You trying to get fresh and be out in these streets. Don't really go. You come in the crib, you come in the event, you be like, man, he's sloppy. That's what you thinking. I was all fresh. I was sharp as a tack. I got in there. I was dull as a butter knife, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, a high of 72 degrees today, 100% chance of rain. And still flash flooding. Look out for that. They say don't drown. the warning literally says don't drown. If you see like roads flooding or something, turn around. People drown in cars. So wherever you are, if you understand, don't go test to see how deep the water is if you can get through it. Ain't that serious. Go the long way. So anyway, 100% chance of rain. It's still raining. So that's Hurricane Sally. I guess it's all the results from Hurricane Sally. Anyway, in honor of Thick Thursday, our random city weather report comes from Dishwood, Illinois. Dishwood, Illinois, y'all. Dishwood, Illinois. That's right. How fitting. Currently 64 degrees and sunny. As the weather warms up, it's a perfect day and sundress season is still going, much to the pleasure of Dishwood, Illinois. Contrary to popular belief, there will be no wetness in sight. Maybe a little out of sight, but none in sight. No rain in the forecast. Expect a high of 82 degrees and sunny. That's hard, Dishwood. That's hard. And that is your ATL and Random Weather Report, a segment created and delivered to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if you hear it anywhere else, best believe they copied that. Oh really? My God, Dishwood. Huh?
Really?
Dishwood.
Really?
It was.
You should have saw your face when you said Dishwood. You could tell you was up to no good.
Dishwood. Much to the pleasure of Dishwood.
I thought to me
Thick Thursday. Thick Thursday is definitely for Dishwood. That's what when I saw that one on the list, I was a child. I immediately started giggling. What's wrong with him?
I cannot believe
What is wrong with him? Huh?
Yes. Yeah, I can't believe it. Dishwood.
Fool with Dishwood. Hey man.
How
Dishwood
is that spelled?
Diswood. Dishwood. What you fooling with, Dishwood? What you getting into, Dishwood? Oh boy. Alright, that's enough. Anyway, man, that is of course that's the random report. I like to give y'all all sorts of random facts. And these are things that y'all can, the random cities, the random towns. These are things that you can take home and use. Did I tell you that McDonald's once made bubblegum flavored broccoli?
Excuse me?
Get kids to eat healthier. Yeah, bubblegum flavored broccoli. It didn't work, obviously, but yeah, bubblegum flavored broccoli was the thing that they tried. All the rage.
Oh. So we just gonna
I don't
skip
know.
the Flintstone vitamins and stuff all together.
Bubblegum broccoli.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's let's go ahead and do it. Take a little break. We'll be back. You know what's coming up. The age is coming up next. Top swigs, local swigs, and of course the all famous coffee talk. We'll see you in a minute. ATF.
Now, who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got pop, who mostly doji down to the two top. The same old pimp, mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp. Can't stop till I see my name on the blimp. Guarantee a million sales, pull a level up. You don't believe in Harlem World, double up. We don't play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Niggas didn't know me 91, bet they know me now. I'm the young Harlem with the Goldie sound. Can't no PD, just hold me down. Cooler, school me to the game, now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay low, blow like Hootie. True pimp, spin no dough on the booty. Yell, there go Mace, there go your cutie.
Yo, I'm riding right now. Riding right now. You know what's funny? I was listening to that record. Welcome back to the Morning Carpet Swig. Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, ATL Next 100. I was listening to that record and realizing that radio edits have changed. Number one, the way we do radio edits, I'm glad we've like. I like radio edits that have like the sound effects. Hey, we have little words, they have little sounds there when Deadline where he had, they ran it backwards a bunch of times. That sounded terrible. Sound terrible. I'd rather him had just been silent. That's why we always tell rappers, hey man, write it without the curse. Just write it without the curse. A lot of times that song couldn't have been, but a lot of songs would be like write it without the curse because it's gonna sound terrible when it's time to play the radio edit. Just silence for a whole 3 bars. But anyway, radio edits have definitely changed. But I'm on a crusade to get y'all to get back to radio edits that have sound effects. It's much better. I love the record. My favorite is The What by featuring B.I.G. featuring Method Man. It's probably one of my favorites. And Wait Till You See My Ow. Wait Till You See My Ow. The Whisper song. Yeah. And Ludacris got a song too. Anyway, moving on. Every day I tell you something that's on my mind, like I did just now. Something that I've seen, thought about, experienced, and it's what has me on the edge. Let's get into it. I hope my superhero music. I hope y'all can hear my superhero music. I can't really hear it. But I was just being out and about in the street, moving around, seeing people, talking to people, meeting people. It's one thing I realized, and I came to this epiphany last night, that many people learn to communicate with each other in middle school and high school, and then they never sharpen their skills. Middle school, high school, it's over with. I mean, like, you know what? Especially guys. Because guys, I tell you that all the time, that guys, all they got to do is work once. Work once, that's the move. Be like, that's it? That works? All right. Keep on shooting. Yeah, buddy. Problem is, you did that in high school, you take it to your adulthood, and a lot of times, it be like, you can hear it. I hear dudes talking to women sometimes, or hear things that guys say to women, I be like, who did you learn that from, and who did it work on? Because it worked on Sally in your 10th grade class, you need to stop doing that. You stop doing that. I think, Dale Carnegie has interpersonal communication skills class. They actually, I think some people need to sharpen. You never sharpen your skills. I feel like every other skill you got to sharpen. Communication skills is one of them that people should sharpen. And I'm talking about person to person, not just because you got to sit in front of a room and present. Because there are people that do that, and then you get them in a conversation, it's like, ew. Toastmasters is one of the, I think Toastmasters helps with that, but again, that may help more so with presentations. But yeah, man, you gotta fine tune these skills. Like we talked about taking classes and stuff. This is one. This is one. Confidence, competence, charisma. They talked about, a lot of people say these are things that you are born with. Yes, I think you're born with some of this stuff is in your genes. You just got it. Some people just got it, some people don't. But I think some of the stuff you can learn. And I wish some of y'all would learn it. Am I stepping on some toes this morning? I'm sorry. I got boots on. You ain't got no charisma. The stuff y'all be saying to women too. It's women too. And it's not like young women. You like of age. And you said that was stupid. Why'd you say that? Oh, it wasn't that. It was just stupid. It was just did not generate any more conversation. You know, conversate. Like when you're having a conversation with people, you're supposed to talk to continue the conversation, unless you just don't want to talk to them. Right. Then you'd be like, give one word answers and move on. But there be people that give one word answers but want to talk. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's not effective communication. This is what we're talking about. Effective communication. Gotta get better. We got to get better. Got to get better. As I think this is a skill that you can work on, that you can sharpen, and be like, you know what? I don't have very good conversations with people. My conversations are really short. Or anytime I meet a man, he like says 2 words to me and like, buy a drink, want to get out of here. It's like really short. He doesn't have, and it might not be his fault. It might be you. Like you like, all that coyness. Stop.
Yikes.
Stop with the coyness. You not. It's not a conversation. I'm bored. I'm leaving. Make it exciting and make it conversational. Again, some people are shy, and I understand that. But I think also you can get out of that if you take class. I think you're shy because you don't know how to communicate. I think that's part of it. I could be biased because shyness was not allowed in my life. Ever. Ever. I've been talking in front of people since I was able to talk, pretty much. But yeah, man, effective communication is one of those skills. We don't sharpen. You don't, again, we talk about that on the show a lot, about things that you like wasn't in the handbook or we don't think about. And that's one of them. That's one of them when you be like, it should be a mandatory class. We talk about school and curriculum. That should be mandatory. Again, another skill that you could actually use in life. That they're not, instead of boxes and lines and numbers and dots and all that crap. Did we talk about yesterday? Teach. Talk to my kid, although you ain't got to talk. You ain't got to do it for me because I'm going to do everything at the crib. But talk to them other kids about effective communication, especially, and I'm saying this to my brothers and sisters because, and when I say black people directly, because if we get us some more effective communicators, if we train them to do that, then we get more of us in offices and in leadership positions and CEOs and things of that nature. Because we send them, hey, go to school. We send them to school. They got all the smarts in the world, but can't talk to nobody. Can't network, can't meet a new person, nothing. I know people with advanced degrees doing nothing because they ain't got no personality. Just they get a job.
True.
Go home. So yeah, man, effective communication. I think I said this, I started this conversation and I went another way, but I started this conversation with just person to person conversation, just basic conversation. Y'all say some things and people are like, why did you say that? Or why aren't you saying more? Or what have you? Hey, I hear the things that y'all be saying. They tell me. And some of y'all sound off. And that's what has me on the edge. That's what has me on the edge.
All right, men. He's trying to help you guys out. You know, men don't like to be told anything different. But I feel like you are onto something with that, and women too. I know me, I like to play coy when I'm dealing with a guy. It may not last long. I'm going to try it. If it works, we in there.
Cut it out.
I'm shy.
Like all that. Yes, so I'm here. You want something to drink? Yeah, what I'm drinking? What you drinking? Give you a drink, and then you ain't got nothing else to say. I'm like, yo, we have started a dialogue. Two people. Come on. Give me something.
I talk, then you talk, then I talk.
Yeah. You talk. Give me something. Give me something so we can keep going. Jesus Christ. And again, I see it. I've actually watched it. I mean, I don't give people no slack because these are, again, these are my thoughts. These are things I'm thinking. Things I'm seeing. It's things I'm seeing. And I'd be like, because I'm also solution oriented. I'm not, for me, and that's me in general. Like, don't come to me with a bunch of problems. Like, give me a solution. Like I was saying that men, my other edge was men and women being in the wrong place, being in different places. But I've talked about this so many times. It doesn't need to be the edge. But again, that's a solution. I see a challenge. What could possibly solve it? That's one of them. And effective communication, I think that'll solve a lot of that. Well, I can't find no good people. Well, you ain't really good people yourself.
Oh, wow.
That's what I be like. You born, cuz. You born. That's what I'm saying. You born. Stop being born. Like, talk.
Dang.
And this thing, you may actually not be that boring. You may got all these layers to you. And you may got all these interests. And nobody will find out. You find out by mistake, like, I didn't know you like to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know you was into that. She don't talk. Effective communication. Talk to people. Shoot.
Say something.
Say something. I don't know. I ain't even looked at the comments, so I don't know what y'all saying right now. Carry on.
But what I can say
Speaking
is
of
that you're absolutely correct, and that goes for women and for men, of all ages, all the way around. And if you know you struggle with it, don't teach it to your kids. Give them a chance. Give them a fighting chance, child.
Oh my God. Yeah, because people pawn that off on, well, I'm like that too. It's genes, girl. That's why he act like that. No. You ain't had the tools. Nobody gave it to you.
Ouch.
So now do something different for them. Anyway, speaking of effective communication, we want to effectively communicate to you guys what else is going on in your city. So we like to do it right here on the local Swig. What you got for me today, Steph?
All right, guys. Today's local Swig is going to be brought to you by Jimmy's Kitchen. Yes, Jimmy's Kitchen. This one looks good. First date type of vibe, you know. They got the skirt steak, $25 for the plate. You can't beat it. That's not including any cocktails or any drinks or anything like that, but they do have it. Fried lobster, $35 at the top of the menu. Pepper steak. They got anything from lamb chops down to your Cubano sandwiches, steak sandwiches. Crispy shrimp armadillo. Too close to an armadillo, I'm good. They do have the Cuban spring rolls. Jimmy's. Jimmy's salad. You see that? It's a food. Jimmy's. Tomato, cucumber, carrots, green onions, grilled. Crumbled blue cheese crumbles, candied walnuts, and the sherry vinaigrette. Child, that already sounds like my favorite. I don't like blue cheese dressing, but if you put blue cheese crumbles on something, I's gonna eat it.
I love cheese dressing. For real?
They do have. You like blue cheese?
That was my dad. I got a story about blue cheese. I like blue cheese. So there are things in life that will always. My dad will live forever because there are things that he has done in my life or things we have partaken together that always remind me of him. Nice. And blue cheese dressing. We were on vacation. We were kids. Yeah, we were on vacation. It was kids. We was down in the beach. We somewhere. And my cousin, this one time my cousin went on vacation with us, my cousin Brian, and salad came and he was like, we always had like French dressing in the house, French dressing and ranch dressing, the only dresses we had in the house growing up. I think it was 1,000 Island, but that looked like it was too much stuff in it, so I was like, I ain't fooling with that as a kid. But, so he's like, you need to try this blue cheese, and Dad said it, so I'm like, all right, man, that combination of blue cheese dressing, the salad, and bacon bits was a jubilee that I can't even explain. When I had it, I said,
what?
Lord have mercy, what is this? There's a party going on. I was a kid. I never forgot that moment. And I don't eat. I really don't eat any other dressing since that day.
Wow.
Since that day. And
I can't do it. I dip something in the blue cheese. I feel like I've been deceived if I eat it and it's not ranch. Take me to jail because I'm knocking all this stuff over. No.
You so black. You so black.
Black. Well, no, because blue cheese ranch isn't my favorite. Not Thousand Island. What's the other one? Vinaigrette.
Oh, got it.
It's my favorite. It's actually my son's favorite. You know how kids look and see all that stuff in and be like, ugh. But no, Marlon, that's his go-to. Our go-to isn't ranch. And my next after that is Caesar and then ranch. But I dip everything in ranch. There's no dipping it in. No. But back to this. This is Jimmy's Kitchen. Of course, this is a place where you can take a date You could go for a birthday outing or anything like that. You can also get social with them because they do have the cocktails. So they got the cocktail hours. They got it going on over there. So hola amigos, hashtag Jimmy's Kitchen, JIMMYZ Kitchen. They show them up on Instagram. They got a couple things going on in the magazines, all the way down to Miami. This one here is in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in Atlanta, Georgia. So check them out, guys. Y'all can, hey, you can order online or you can go to their location. 770-485-3227 no 770. I don't know why I want to get in my Chattanooga address. 770 485-3227. That's Jimmy's Kitchen, Marietta. So you need to have your license if you go out there, if you take it to dinner, because you don't want to, somebody going to make it and somebody won't. 2468, so that's 2468. Who do you appreciate?
Who do we appreciate?
Road, Southeast, number 600. The suite number is 600 there. That's 2468 Windy Hill Road, Marietta, Georgia, 30067. Mondays, they don't open till 4 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, 12:30. So they got your whole brunch issue going on. So you can't have breakfast, thank God, because I hate fancy restaurants that offer breakfast. It's like, wait, what? Y'all been here all day? All right, the food is a little sus. But anyway, close at 9:30 p.m.
What?
So they close at a reasonable hour. So if he says he's coming to get you at 7 o'clock for dinner, girl, you need to start getting ready at 4. Leave work like 30 minutes early so that you can get there, so you can have this dinner on him, because this is a good one, child.
Is that how that works?
Big
Okay.
over here.
Is that how that works?
You could go big or
Okay.
go home. They've improved a lot of different services that they have. They do have the takeout delivery. They do catering and restaurant of fine, healthy food, and it's one of their highest qualities. Healthy food is one of their highest qualities. So if you got a large party or you're planning an event or you need any kind of catering services, make sure you hit them up as well. So this gives me like wedding reception vibe kind of food, because it's like a really good, like setup. Like everything looked good to me. This, I could be wrong, but I know I'm never wrong. Oh, so your local Swig is brought to you today by Jimmy's Kitchen. Check them out, jimmyskitchen.com.
Jimmy's Kitchen, we give you the local Swig for a reason. We try to tell y'all what y'all can do around your neighborhood, around your city, around your town. Local travel is going to be all the rage. Again, if you have something that you want to tell us about, let us know, and we'll put it right here on the show, Local Swig. We have to get into our top swigs, because at the top of that show, we tell y'all some news, and now we got to get to our top stories. We call it top swigs. What you got for me, Steph?
Ooh, child, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. First of all, coronavirus will be here. It is here to stay. Coronavirus will be around. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. So the masks that we've been using to coordinate with our outfits, continue to use them, because you're going to need them. You know, we thought it was going to be for a short period of time. Coronavirus is going to be here for a while. Donald Trump right now is into a battle with the CDC, because you got one saying, hey, this is dangerous, and we don't need to roll this out until the following year. And you got Donald Trump saying, I'm up for election. I need this vaccine to be rolled out now. I honestly don't think that we need to be rolling out anything early, because it's going to kill some people. We've already seen that. We've seen the effects that it have when it paralyzed someone already just by getting that vaccine. So I'm not sure where we go from here, because if Donald Trump say roll it out, then they're going to have to roll it out. But then again, if they can prove that it's a direct hazard to the public, then that's the only way that I think we will be saved. Other than that, I feel like we're going to have some zombies and a little bit of this. It's going to be an apocalypse around here. But I say right now, with it being at least 51% available for the vaccines, they may be rolling out, because it's 3 separate companies right now that are administering the vaccines, and they're trying to see who can come out the fastest. And if some company decides we want to pay our guinea pigs or lab rats a lot more than these other companies to come forth and say, yeah, I want to be tested. I mean, I want to be, one of the first round of people to get this vaccine, then we may see it a little bit earlier than that. But they are saying, because we're extending this coronavirus season, and there's no end to it. It's no months. It's not a year. There's no end to it so far, and that we're slowly getting into our new norm and our new way of life. That there will be other punishments in place for people who do not abide by health policies. So that includes washing your hands. That includes, your personal hygiene. That also includes wearing your face masks when you're in public, which is already mandated in most states anyway. Hurricane Sally, because I'm going to move right along with this, Hurricane Sally has thrashed Alabama and Florida as a Category 2 hurricane. Child, this hurricane has swallowed up homes. It's drowning out power lines. It's turning the actual streets into like rivers. It's a lot. Right now, they've only reported maybe like a couple missing, 1 or 2 dead. So there's not many fatalities. But listen at this. There are over 500,000 customers that are without power from this aftermath of Hurricane Sally. And Jason and I spoke yesterday about Hurricane Sally as we continue to bring you guys the news. We're in the S's in hurricanes. We only got to go to Z. And then what? We start all the way back over? Or, what happens at that point? This is, young. We gotta think about that. But, it's a lot going on with this Hurricane Sally. So if you have people that are in those areas, make sure you're checking on them. Again, they are without power. 500,000 people without power. That's a lot of people. That ain't including the homeless people that are affected by it, in different places. And a lot of people have evacuated or tried to evacuate. I know in Oregon also, with the fire that's going on in Oregon, it's a couple 51 years old. They were looking at the news and it got misinformation. And so we could be possibly looking at the family of that family trying to bring up charges because they did get news that the fire was contained and it wasn't. So they went to sleep and then they died. So that is one of the stories that is developing now. I don't have much on that story, but I did want to bring you guys the information on it for future references. And as well as today's numbers. Listen, a lot of people are getting in trouble for unemployment fraud. And I got to bring that up because we play a lot online and we send a lot of shots and we say a lot of different things. But this is serious. 40,000 people are charges have been brought against 40,000 people already for unemployment fraud. Come on, y'all. About 20,000 people for this for the PPP thing. One guy, he went and bought a mansion with the money, and then he filed some other ones. So he went and bought a mansion with the money, and then went and invested millions into like Bitcoin and stuff like that, and he put it in his spouse's name. But he went and bought a whole bunch of jewelry, a whole bunch of flashy stuff, and now he done been caught up. They're doing a story on him on a couple different news outlets, and so I don't know how this is going to unfold, but this is not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty at all.
Only smart thing he did was go.
Go ahead.
Only smart thing he did in this mix was go get some Bitcoin. If he had stuck to the stealth plan, he might have got away with it. He didn't stick to the stealth plan. He did the lavish. The stealth plan is that I'm gonna go over here with Bitcoin. And I'm gonna slowly but surely get me some Bitcoin. Not go over here and build me this mansion and get some cars and jewelry and be flossing and be like, bruh, you usually ain't got two nickels to rub together. Something ain't right. Somebody blew the whistle on him.
They on to you. I think they on to you. All right, so I was asking you guys how I was wanting to see how you felt about the double standards that may or may not take place here. But Wendy Williams says that she's been watching her neighbors take showers.
Yeah, I read this headline. What?
She says, okay, this is what she says. She says, apartment building across the street, and the man takes showers. And the shower is like right there at the window, and I watch. Now.
And she said it on the show.
On Seth Meyers' show, yeah. But see, this is the thing. Now, had
If I
that been
had
a
said
woman,
that,
I mean, had that been a man,
bruh,
we would have fried him.
fried,
The
died,
moment he
laid
says,
to the
yeah,
side.
you know, I live across the street, you know, it's an apartment building that live across the street from me, you know, Shorty be taking showers. Like, yeah, that's what people do in the privacy of their own home. But yeah, when she takes showers, I watch. Like, wait, what?
Fried, died, laid
Ew,
to the side.
you
Had
peeping
it been
Tom.
worse.
Get away, lock him up and throw away
She
the key.
said, I peep and I Tom, is what she said.
Ain't she peeping, she Tom, see? How do you feel about that one?
I feel like you just said it. If it was me, let J Boy say it. Yeah. So shorty next door, thicky thick Thursday, every day. What you mean, Jay? I'm saying every time she got a little window in her bathroom, I can see that joint right out. Every time she go in there, I know what time she takes showers. Yeah, now imagine that. Imagine that. See how that sound?
That
See how
sounds
that sound?
terrible.
It sound like Creeper. Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
J-Boy going to jail. It ain't gonna
jail.
be no straight jail. Him like, I'm gonna be called all sorts of names. Let me say something like that. So but hey, it is what it is. It's a double standard. Women could watch men all they want. Some things are double standards. So how I feel about double standards, just understand when the shoe on the other foot, when double standards come around and it's not in your favor, just be like, I get it. You got that one.
But see, this is the
That's
thing.
yours.
And I don't want to feel like I'm taking up for the women with this, but I am going to say
You
this.
are.
With the women, you have to go out of your way to watch women. But with a man, if he leaves his shower windows open all the time, he want her to see. And it ain't just her. He want everybody to see. Because if he and if it's a vacation, it's a vacation. We on the balcony with it, and we want everybody to see. Because we don't know y'all. We don't care.
I want a room with the shower on the balcony
there,
and the tub.
But if you hear me, and if I live there,
put a ball.
I don't really want a man that can see me across the walk, and I unknowingly. But a woman would go out of her way to make sure we done nailed them blinds and windows shut. We done made sure that we got some stuff going on that can't nobody. Yeah, we do everything to make sure that we can't be seen. But men, on the other hand, they like half shut the blinds or something like that. And if she always get a chance to watch him, that means he doing that right there. He opening the blinds so that she can see him. That's how I feel. Look.
J-Boy. In the buff. You walk just strut by the window for no reason. Like, oh, fancy seeing you here.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
It's that over there.
Wait.
You need that.
So what if you knew that Wendy Williams was watching you for real? Is that what you would be doing?
I don't want Wendy Williams watching me. I just.
What is it? Does it matter?
If I'm not attracted to her?
I mean, she's a woman.
Yeah. Nah.
Because I think people really don't care as long as they got an audience. They don't care who in the audience as long as there's somebody in the audience. If it's the audience is an audience. You just kind of, you're like, oh, they're watching. Yep.
Hey, man. The world is a stage. I'm always on stage. But
gosh.
Wendy Williams, that didn't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Just would.
Now, if I would have said Rihanna be watching you in the shower. Stop. This is the morning show.
Rihanna watch me like, where?
So, Wendy Williams needs to go to jail, but Rihanna can stay.
I be washing slow and flexing the whole time. I'll be like, flexing the whole time. I be doing push-ups in the shower. You be like,
what in the see? You know what? This reminds me of Samantha off of Sex in the City. When every day she would listen to them, them have sex. she would watch them have sex, and it was the craziest thing ever because I don't care how old I get, I'm still immature. If you're having sex near me, I got my ear to the wall. I'm sorry.
You gonna watch?
Like this.
You gonna listen?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. And if I can see y'all,
hey, you can see it. Keep watching.
And if you look at me, I might be like, no eye contact.
You look at me, I'm be like, carry on.
Don't worry about me.
Tag me? All right. Oh my God. Hey, man, we gotta get out of this.
You need help.
We gotta
Those
get
are
out
your top Swig for the day, y'all. If there's anything I didn't get a chance to talk about, make sure you drop me a message in my DM. And appreciate and shout out to everybody that sends me DM messages. I get them. It takes me a minute to get it, but I get it. I promise you I get it. How's that? Cheese and crackers, I swear. But whatever, don't worry about that part. But yeah, so shout out to y'all for doing that. I really appreciate it. We are gearing up now for Coffee Talk, as you already know. But those top Swigs, if you need anything if you want to hear about anything that I didn't get a chance to talk about, or you want to hear our take on anything, make sure you send us a message. You can shoot us an email. You can hit up the station. You can contact me directly, contact J-Boy directly, or hit up our Money Coffee Swig page, as well as going to any of our local Swigs. If you go to any of our local Swigs, make sure you are tagging the page.
All right.
So
let's have some fun today. Let's have some fun today. I sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab the coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk. Now, so I talked earlier about communication skills, people talking and being interesting, and Steph just talked about her interest of watching you fornicate or take a shower. So
ew.
That makes people interesting. It gives them layers, but it's things you find out about them through conversation. You want to have conversation, you find out things about them. So I got a question today. Would you like it if people came with Yelp reviews? If people came with personal Yelp reviews? I know people who live by reviews. They look at, I never, like, movie critics are hired to give bad reviews, and there's those that give good reviews, in my opinion. I can't say that I've known specifically the instances of this, but so when you look at a movie, I never listen to movie reviews. I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna go see it for myself, or it looks interesting, I'll watch it. And sometimes I end up watching something that I never saw a review. But I know people who live by these reviews. So what if, y'all remember Jumanji when he tapped his chest and his weaknesses and strengths come up bloom, over the head? You can see it, like, oh, weaknesses cake. So what if people came with Yelp reviews? Would you like it? Because there is some kind of joy in having the conversation, kind of finding out things about people. That's kind of fun. But that's eliminated now. You got a Yelp review, and now so you understand reviews. They're personal opinions. They might just didn't like you, or something happened. You are a bad customer. Let me say that there's such thing as bad customers, as well. You go to and they give reviews. There's some people that live to just go and give reviews on. Oh man, I'm gonna give a scathing review. That's just what they want to do. So people might give out poor reviews. So would you like it if people came with Yelp reviews? I'll start with you, Steph.
Oh shoot. Would I like it if people came with Yelp reviews? Let's see.
People, individuals, humans came with Yelp reviews. I got my feelings, but I want to see how you feel like, because I'm one of those ones that write reviews. I don't know if you know that, but I write reviews. I ain't got that kind of time. But go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do. But I only write bad reviews.
See? That's a problem.
No,
you ain't gonna tell nobody about goodness, but you ain't got all the things to say when you had a terrible experience. Carry on.
Exactly.
The type of people I be talking about.
You
type of
best to
people
treat me right. The moment I'm
That's
into
some
you,
bull.
or I'm near you. No, you treat me right. That's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for is decency.
But
and
you ain't gonna
customer
tell
service.
nobody if I treat you right.
Yeah, I am gonna tell people you treat me. I'm gonna take a picture there, and I ain't gonna talk crap about you. If we don't hear about you, but I can't say. I can't.
So
say
now,
this.
if I didn't hear,
hear
no
the
news is good news. What you saying? That's bull. That's bull. Carry on.
Kinda, sorta.
Exactly. That's some bull.
No news is good news, but
that is
bad news. It's just bad news. I just can't hear the same bad things about you over and over. Now, if it was a person that I'm dealing with, if you're not going to get the same person from years ago that somebody else got, the same version of him that she got when he was young and immature, I can't go based off of her review. One, he was younger and it's not even the same him. Two, she ain't me. So with her having a different vibe than me, it's going to be a different kind of guy. It's going to be a different kind of dude. It's going to be a different kind of approach. It's going to be some different kind of chemistry. It's going to be some different kind of everything my way. So I don't see where I need another person's review on somebody, but because what she can't make him do, I ain't got to make him do it. He going to naturally do it.
Oh, Lord.
It's second nature to him.
Oh, Lord.
That's how I'm looking at it. So a man coming with a review from another woman, unless it's a bad review, I don't want to hear it. Now, the bad review, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, oh, wow, he was terrible to her. I know if I know that going into the situation, and I done a little homework here and there, if I know that going into a situation, I ain't going to let him drag me. If I know he a POS, I ain't going to let him do me like that. You know, it's going to be fun while it lasted, you know, because he haven't shown
the
me the same
reviews
color
could
he
be
showed her. Huh?
Like you said, I think but the review could be skewed. I think that's the challenge with this, is that the review is definitely reviews are personal experiences. And what the review does not ever say is I walked in with an attitude, or I had a bad day. When I came in, I ain't like the way they talked to me. It don't say that. It say that they responded to me like this, or my food was late, or it don't say, hey, this was the busiest time ever. It is an abnormal size crowd. They were understaffed, and that's why my food was slow. It don't say that. It just say this is the slowest place ever. And I think that the same thing will happen with people, because you get a different review and they be like, well, he just ain't like you. So that's bottom line. You wasn't interested. That's all that was. Or you ain't got the
I wasn't interested in him. Because if I speak for, let me put me in that shoe. Let me put me in those shoes. They say, well, she was very guarded. If somebody had to write a review about me, and and we don't deal with each other no more, and that's how I broke his heart anyway. But he could say she's guarded. You know, she don't really care, or let's see, she's uninteresting, or she shows a lack of interest. No, I showed a lack of interest in you. You were probably uninteresting yourself, because it's hard to have one interesting person calling another uninteresting person uninteresting. It's like y'all sound both terrible for each other anyway, but neither here nor there. It's like the pot calling the kettle when you come to that. But I feel like somebody's giving a bad review on me, it still won't be the same review, because you might wasn't even that cute, or you might not have been funny.
So again,
you might
all right.
With that being said,
so with that being said, exactly, I think that's why if people came with reviews, it would be a negative thing, in my opinion. I think that wouldn't be a great thing if people came with Yelp reviews that you could read, because it's a personal experience. I hear that all the time. People talk about Yelp reviews or warning labels, stuff like that. Like, you don't know what you don't know. And like you said, people use the word chemistry all the time when they talk about two people, be it friends or intimate relationship, whatever. I think it's real. Within that chemistry are different ingredients. And so you just ain't had the ingredient. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You might have the ingredient don't make you a bad person. It's just the ingredients didn't mix. So the concoction that y'all made together was yuck. That person might give it to somebody else, and it's red Kool-Aid. Everybody know red Kool-Aid good. You can get me, baby. We was red Kool-Aid with her when I got with him, or when I got with her. So Yelp reviews. So the second part of that question is, would you be happy if you came with a Yelp review? And I say the same thing. I would not. I want, because I think, you think highly of yourself. You think, I think I'm gonna get a bunch of great reviews. But the way I also know how reviews work. So since I know how reviews work, man, I might be the a-hole of America to you. Now you put that out, now you have deterred all these people. And it wasn't that you was just a jerk. Because there's certain things that make me instantly turn jerk on you. Instantly.
Okay. So I would say yes. I wouldn't mind me coming with a Yelp review, because one thing I do know is that I got something that a lot of them don't got. And you hear that southernness?
Coronavirus?
I got something that no, too many people got that. That ain't me. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like I could come with a Yelp review for the simple fact I ain't really like shy about a lot of stuff. Yeah, that person had a terrible experience with me because I wasn't interested in that person, and I'm an open book when it comes to that. Like, I don't really too much like you much, and I don't mind you knowing that. So in that, you were probably reading my reviews like, dang, she was terrible to these people, but she was amazing to these people. So who do I believe? I'm a person you got to see for. You got to experience me for yourself anyway. I will always be that person.
Agreed.
Okay, so I wouldn't mind coming with that's why I'm saying I wouldn't mind coming with a Yelp review, because if you don't try me, that could be your loss. I ain't got nothing to do with that, because for me, if I want something and I don't care if everybody else don't like it. I'm the kind of person that if everybody don't like it, 9 times out of 10, I am gonna like it. So that a-hole that you probably are and somebody said you were, I'm finna go out there and test him. I'm finna test his temperature real quick.
See, that's you. See, I started this with, there are people.
Now bring me on camera.
There are people. Hey, bring that boy in here. It's just Jason. There are people.
He done went to the bathroom.
Yes, facts. There are people that Yelp reviews or any kind of review, TripAdvisor, whatever, they go by that. That's how they live, and it's the gospel. And that's why I think that if people came with Yelp reviews, there'd be a lot of people not fooling with a lot of people. I think there'll be more people than not.
I disagree.
I ain't gonna try that.
I disagree.
I ain't gonna try that.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because a dude that got 18 kids, he also got a new girlfriend right now. That's his little Yelp reviews right now. What you mean? Well, sometimes what's understood ain't got to be explained. What you mean? Those are his Yelp reviews. And then a chick, you done heard she done slept with a bunch of people because you heard her little box is good, but yet she got a new dude on her arm every time she can post something on Facebook. Those are her Yelp reviews right there. And then they cackling in. I don't care what city you in. Atlanta, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Nashville, Knoxville, Miami, Cuba, Dominican Republic. Child, please. These men talk. Before you even get the boxes, they see you with her, they be like, oh, man, I heard Shawty got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you own it. Like, men talk. Men talk the same way women talk. It's a Yelp review out there.
I don't like that. Like, I don't understand. It's a different era of. Well, no, I ain't a different era because it's old to do that too. I don't.
They do it.
I don't subscribe to the. Yeah, I don't subscribe to the Supreme Mouthpiece game. Like all that. Wow.
But that's what it is, though. That's just the nature of the business. Even if it's not
they raise
about
the suckers. No, don't call the nature of the business. They raise the suckers. All
but
y'all,
even if
bumping gums dudes is suckers. Y'all raise the suckers, and I'm gonna call it what it is. 22nd time, I call it suckers. I'm calling it suckers. I don't want to live with like being suckers.
go.
Can't take it,
I'm
man.
just saying. Tell me that don't come with a Yelp review. Men come with a Yelp review by default based on the amount of kids they have. Then you come with a Yelp review based on your ex.
You better stop.
Big, we ain't
You
gotta
need to
never
check.
talk to her. We can see how you treated her. We can see the stuff that she was glowing and she was miserable. We can tell if you cheated on her. Social media is a powerful tool. Everybody come with a Yelp review by default if we knowingly know who your ex is. If we know who your ex is, you come with a Yelp review by default. Now, luckily, I deal with people that don't deal with Xbox. Well, I'm thinking about buying an Xbox, but I don't deal with people who have social media or who don't have social media etiquette, meaning don't discuss us. You don't tell, I won't tell, and we just keep it at that. You won't tell about my bad stuff. I ain't gonna tell about your bad stuff. We be adults about it. We go our separate ways. It is what it is. Ain't no harm, no foul.
We'll start having people sign non-disclosures. That's be part of the relationship. Non-disclosure.
That's what I
this
need
NDA.
anyway. A non-disclosure.
Hey,
I need to tell my business.
Sign this NDA before we commence in this conversation. NDA.
Okay, so check this out.
What you drinking? She's like, oh, amaretto sour. That's awesome. Give me an amaretto sour and 2 NDAs, please. All right. Just start giving them out at the bar.
I think that would be amazing. You playing, but that sounds like a plan. That when we going into a new way of life and a new era of doing things. That's hey, I ain't mad at that.
Touch phones or something. It's the signature.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we both got a record.
Sign.
All right. Exactly.
So what we doing?
We got an instant record. So all right. So let's get into this.
I think it'll be a lot of more Yelp reviews and a lot of more HOEs if there in fact was non-disclosure this agreement signed. It'll be a lot of them. When I tell you'll be walking next to one of them, be looking at them like, yeah, I can't tell nobody about it, but you ain't sign. Did mine expire? When did my non-disclosure agreement? Is it expired?
Oh my God!
Because if not, I'd like to renew that one. Whoa.
Oh my God. No, that is crazy, man.
Those are the ones that you will only want that for.
We ain't got nobody is
So I have one and she says, I don't read reviews. We're not looking for the same thing, and what you think is good, what you think is not good, I may like. No review for me. I'm good. Hell, I'm different with different people. So don't put no review on me. Shoot. I agree with her on that. I agree, but at the same time, if I was to be left a review, I think all of my reviews would be the same because I'm probably the same-ish kind of. No, I think I start off the same.
Steph.
No, hold on, Jason. Hold on, let me finish my thought. I think I start out good. Then I crash down here from there.
Oh my God.
No. I think I started out fantastic, and I think everybody would have the same thoughts about me in the beginning, and then come to the end, they'd probably be like, you know what? Dang her.
Forget 7.
Yeah. But I do think people come with reviews by default. Like I said, I think people come with reviews by default, and sometimes verbally. Sometimes you can see a girl with a guy and just automatically ask her like, "Oh, did he go to Taylor High School?" That's a review.
Why you
want to sit and hear what she say, but if you be like, "Did he go to Adamsville High School?" And then you be like, "Yeah," they be like, "Oh, okay, I thought that was him."
Yeah, look, somebody said that, you be like, what do you mean? Okay, don't just leave it at that.
What else?
Say more. What do you?
It's like, all right, Jay, well, I'll let you. No.
Hey, come back here.
But that was a review, right?
That's as a kid, as a youngster, I don't feel like this no more. But as a youngster, the fear was going, because I went to school in North Carolina, went out of state, and then of course, I moved out of town. So you don't grow up with people and you don't know their backstory. and your fear is picking up the local jump off. You walking down the street all in love, hand in hand, and people look. Hey, look, he in love too. Look out, you don't even know. As a kid, as a young boy, you felt like that. Like now you're an adult, man. Whatever, you know that may not be you anymore. So whatever your report was, it is what it is.
She don't want to
It's
be
a clean slate over here.
She don't want to be no more. Don't want to be big.
But look, the worst thing is to get that to somebody hand you that Yelp review. You be like, wait, you don't be doing none of that. Like,
What?
so don't try to renew your life with me. Don't try to renew your life with me. That's what I don't want you to do. That's still to this day. Don't renew your life with me. Don't be no reform jump off.
So wait.
Be the jump off.
Okay, so wait. If a person was once a jump off and then they get with you now and they done redeem their life, they no longer choose to open Pandora's box no more. They done close Pandora's box.
I kill you.
What?
I kill you. Don't you? Hey, Dip. You
What?
got to go. That's
No.
you got to go. Don't renew your life with me.
You gotta give a woman.
Don't renew your life with me. Be the nasty that you already are. I want the
What?
nasty. So don't. I ain't that special. Don't do that to me. I just want to be. I'm saying.
You giving me too much credit. You giving me too much.
Hey, you giving me too much credit. I ain't that special.
Right.
No, do it. Do that thing you like to do. Do that.
Oh, that is funny.
I read your Yelp review. Your Yelp review.
What?
Yelp owe us a check for this show too. Yelp owe us
So
a check
is it one of those things where it could be false advertising? That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. No.
False advertisement.
I like you for that. I heard this was. I heard that's what we was gonna be doing, and now you gonna do. No, that's not what I.
I go to church on Sundays. Now
You didn't stay at church.
What? You no longer choose to have my number, sir?
No,
I go to church on Sundays.
You and your pearls go that way. You and your pearls. You dip. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's so
I
low
read the review.
down. Tara right with you. She's look, Tara right with you. She's talking about some right, Jason. Keep doing it. Yeah, do it better. Let's upgrade it. Why don't we?
For real. Let's try something new. Don't renew your life with me. I'm like, hey, listen. Don't reform on my account.
Oh my God. No, this is terrible.
Oh my God.
I'm one
That
for
is
redemption.
funny.
I like the other end of it. I like the new build up. I like the newness of it. So whatever you did over there, you ain't got to bring it over here. We'll create something new and we'll build from where we are.
You do it. Hey, you do that on your own time, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you do that on your own time. Just do that over here. Hey, you cut that out.
POS behavior. This is POS behavior.
Yelp reviews. Hey man, who coming with reviews? Would you be happy if it was you that came with a review? That's the question. Had that come
said,
ask
I like
somebody
the new,
around you.
Look, Jason, she said, I like the new build up, but keep the old foundation.
I'm with that. Yeah.
That's
like,
Carol.
hey. I like that. Keep the old foundation. You do what you do. From now on, that's how you drive.
That's how you drive, right?
That's how you drive. You was special in that department. Now you want to be something else. Girl, what's wrong with you? Come here, come talk to me. Why you want to be something else?
I just want to give that to the person I'm going to spend my everlasting life with.
Girl, you lost your everlasting mind. If you don't get your... All right, man. That's Coffee Talk for the day, man. It's a conversation for you guys to extend and have with your family and friends. I want to have a little fun today. Sometimes we have some pretty serious conversations, but today we just having fun in the morning, man. Think about the Yelp reviews and write some in your head. Write some, or write them down if you want to. Write some Yelp reviews. If you was to write a Yelp review for somebody else, what would it be? Friend, family, anybody? Oh, write one for your best friend.
I got them all already. Who want theirs?
Who want to yep with you? Let's get into. You got some gold talk for us today, Steph. What you got?
Gold talk for the day. Make sure you are doing what's necessary. That way, when you leave and you're out of people's presence, they can sit at the table and talk about you in like it's fine china. I want people to speak good and greatness about me when I am not around. So I do what's necessary in order for that to happen. That's one of your goals today, but also self-worth. We talked about that during the morning motivation starter pack. Talked about self-worth, self-esteem, feeling worthy, your expectations of yourself, and living a free life. Continue to live a free life. This is the beginning of your weekend. You know, it's a pre-weekend day. So go out here today and make sure you're doing something worthy, doing something that's worth your while. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up just a little bit more. Shake it up just a little bit more. Oh, yeah. I know people turn around and start twerking. The ones that stay at home, they dancing. I like when they be dancing and having a good time. Continue to have a good time. Nobody change your attitude.
For real. Hey man, be safe out here. There's flooding. For those in Georgia, there's flooding. I don't know what other Alabama. She said
Georgia,
Florida.
Alabama,
there's
Florida.
flooding. Anybody that's Louisiana, if y'all dealing with weather right now, man, send some love and prayers out to you. Love on your people today, man. Love on your people today. We got some holidays. Free queso day today. It's free. It's because it's Hispanic Heritage Month, I believe. So free queso day. Get you some of that. I want to know who's participating. Don't let me show up and y'all ain't participating in free queso. I'm about to go to Willie's right now. Willie's, Moe's, somebody. It's free queso day. No, it's by the book.
Chipotle.
The third Thursday in September. Free queso. So yeah, go ahead. It says salsa and chips are always free at most Southwest Grill, but queso is liquid gold, they call it. It's not. So maybe at Moe's today there's free queso. So head on over to Moe's. It's National Apple Dumpling Day.
When it come out.
Oh my! All right, it's National Apple Dumpling Day today as well, and shout out to all my people who have personal cleaning businesses because it's National Professional House Cleaners Day. Shout out to you guys as well. Professional house
celebrate
cleaners.
Them because I need one. I need to ask who all doing it on my page so I can get me some.
Yeah.
I need some work done.
Yeah, who's a house cleaner? National. So yeah, that's a good post. That's a good status to put up on your Facebook page or on the fan page. Anyway, man, we got to get ready to get out of here. You know what it is. We'll see y'all. It's Thick and Thick Thursday. Have a good time. It's the top of the weekend, as Steph said. There's things to do tonight. There's things to do tomorrow. Go check out that Minds of Mischief new episode.
Ladies' night tonight
Confess
at
D's.
8 o'clock. I think we're wearing white, so this should be a good night.
You know what it is. We out of here. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a sip. Take a swig. And we out.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out.
Here we are. That's right. I love a drink out. J-boy.
Better than great t-shirt.